My first question is, you lead a team-based marketing and customer relationship management company. What option would you choose as your first option in the who should assess performance section of the chapter to evaluate your team members? If you could use two options, which one would you choose second? Justify your answers. For my response to put, in this situation, the first option I would choose to evaluate my team members is by asking peers. I would choose peers first because in a team-based company, there likely isn't a heavy emphasis on hierarchical positions, but rather a greater emphasis on working together as one group. With less focus on hierarchical differences, it isn't going to be as important to ask supervisors or subordinates of what they think, since the organization doesn't have much focus on position differences and is more focused on flexibility. Additionally, self-evaluations won't be really useful because people will naturally not want to give themselves a bad grade for management to see it. That's just common sense, that one. Lastly, 360-degree evaluations aren't as necessary because this will involve a lot of extra information that isn't needed. In a company with a niche on teamwork and customers, simply a 360-degree evaluation will make the evaluation process not accurate. If I could choose a second option, I would choose customers because they're one of the two specific niche focuses for this company. Additionally, customers will see most blind spots in the true value of products/services in the company. With this company being niched in teamwork, the natural phenomenon of groupthink could occur where the company could resultingly be specifically wrong in certain situations. Groupthink is a phenomenon where whatever the group thinks, other people will naturally just start to think it's right. So that could lead to a lot of issues. You need a blind spot to check that. The information from the customer naturally balances this out and covers this blind spot. My second question is, what would you do as the manager in order to make sure that your employees knew the standards that they would be evaluated against? Explain your answer. For my response, I put, as the manager here, I would simply call a yearly group meeting and clearly explain or remind them of the weighing system for the evaluation process. Additionally, I would yearly release a company-wide memo detailing the evaluation policy. I think it would be better to have a yearly meeting and discussion of this because it eliminates confusion about this. Like, everyone's gonna know about it. If every year the same evaluation process talked about, everyone's gonna know about it. It doesn't go on this discussion of what happens and what doesn't go on so much where it distracts the company from actually like selling the products and accomplishing its goals. But it happens enough yearly. It happens enough where people know of like how they're gonna get promoted, how they could get promoted, and all that. Simply being open about policy prevents certain lawsuits and encourages a company culture of fairness and openness. This results in morale going up too, and people working harder because they know that they will get rewarded if they actually put in effort. I would make sure that the weighing system included all areas so that no one tried to lack in any area. While some areas would have more importance because each company and industry is different, I wouldn't have any area with too little points in the weighing system because then the system would unfairly evaluate each employee and give unfair preferences to those with certain skills. Unfair evaluations would result in company competence as a whole decreasing and could result in employee lawsuits.